Science 6, Quarter 1, Week 5 to Week 8, MELC-BASED. Let's learn about separating mixtures. Hello kids, it's me, Teacher Frel. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and hit the notification bell for the latest video. You can also follow my Facebook page, Teacher Frel TV. For today's lesson in Science 6, we will discuss about separating mixtures. For our most essential learning competencies, describe the techniques in separating mixtures such as decantation, evaporation, filtering, sieving, and using magnet. Content standard. The learners demonstrate understanding of different types of mixtures and their characteristics. Performance standard. The learner should be able to prepare beneficial and useful mixtures such as drinks, food, and herbal medicines. Introduction. You have learned that mixtures can either be homogeneous or heterogeneous depending on their appearance and the composition of materials. In this lesson, you are expected to demonstrate understanding of the different techniques in separating mixtures such as decantation, evaporation, filtering, sieving, and using magnet. Examine Figure 1 below. There are ways by which mixtures must be separated to make them available and help us in our daily activities. What are some benefits that we can derive from the different mixtures around us? In what ways can these mixtures be separated to make them useful in our daily life? In Figure 1, it shows that the heat is used to cook rice. There are times that rice quality is affected by the presence of some tiny stones or plant parts mixed together. In practice, hand picking will separate the tiny stones such that the rice grains would be more safe to consume. The use of magnet is useful in mining iron and in many process industries to remove metal contaminants from product streams. In our community, waste are segregated for the utilization of biodegradable and non-biodegradable materials. Separating mixtures remove unwanted materials, thus making these materials available for utilizing them for different purposes. Can you identify some techniques in separating mixtures? In what ways can you separate the different mixtures found at home as illustrated in Figure 2 below? Figure 2 are the different samples of materials at home. This lesson will help you to learn more. Happy learning! In particular, some mixtures need separating techniques to be able to recover the needed materials. The method of separating the substance that make up mixtures depends on the physical properties of the mixed materials or substances. Let us study about decantation. A mixture of solute and solvent may be allowed to stand to let the undissolved substance to settle at the bottom of the container. Then the liquid may be poured slowly to leave the solid particles. This method is known as decantation. Other materials that can be separated by this method are oil and water, and the mixture of kerosene and water. Figure 3 shows sample of liquid for decantation. Next, let's study about evaporation. Another way of separating mixtures is by evaporation. Applying heat will cause the liquid in a mixture to evaporate, leaving the other component or substance behind. Evaporation is a technique used to separate homogeneous mixtures where there is one or more dissolved substance. The method drives off the liquid components from the solid components. The process typically involves heating the mixture until liquid evaporates into water vapor. There are many ways by which evaporation takes place in our community or at home. The drying of wet clothes under the heat of the sun is caused by the evaporation of water molecules, thus cause the drying of clothes. The cooling of hot milk or tea was caused by the evaporation of hot molecules on the surface, thus it becomes just enough for drinking. When cooking rice or heating foods, evaporation takes place that causes changes in the materials. Be cautious when cooking. Extreme heat will cause immediate evaporation of liquid in materials, and if left unattended, this will cause fire, like in Figure 4. Figure 4 shows heating causes water molecules to evaporate. Another technique is filtration. Have you seen your mother brewed coffee in a coffee maker and then pass the coffee and water in a filter? This aromatic coffee is separated from its granules by filtration. Filtration is the process of separating an insoluble solid from the liquid substance by allowing the liquid to pass through a porous material as seen in Figure 5. Figure 5 shows separating mixture by filtration. The porous material is usually a filter paper. The method of separation applies only to suspensions because solute and colloidal particles are too small to be retained on the filter paper. In this process, the filter paper allows the liquid to pass through it and retains the solid particles. The solid is called the residue, while the liquid is called the filtrate. In a mixture of grains of sand in water, the grains of sand cannot pass through the cheesecloth. Grains of sand separates from the water when it passes through the cheesecloth. This method of separating mixtures is called filtration. In filtration, solutions or gases pass through the filter, but particles which cannot fit through the filter are trapped by it. An example of this is to filter a mixture of pepper and water. In the laboratory, filtration is carried out using filter paper. But we also use filtration at home, like when tea strainers, face masks, and food strainer are used. Another technique is sieving. In common language, when a sieve or salaan is used, this method is known as sieving, shown in Figure 6. Figure 6, separating mixture by sieving. An example of this is when coconut milk is separated from the grated coconut meat. Smaller particles, when mixed with other materials, tend to settle at the bottom, leaving the larger materials in a strainer. Another example of sieving is when a strainer is used to separate gravel and sand in a construction site. The sand will pass through easily the strainer and the gravel left in the sieve. At home, cooked pasta is separated from water by using a strainer. In the kitchen or in a bathroom, you will see some pieces of materials or hairs trapped in strainer. This will prevent hairs and other waste materials to clog in the sink or in the drainage. Another technique in separating mixture is the use of magnet. Separating mixture by using a magnet may be used to separate mixture when one of its components is magnetic like iron filings and small nails. Mechanical separation involves the use of tools such as magnets, forceps, and sieves to separate solids that are mixed together. The magnetic material is attracted by the magnet, leaving the non-magnetic material behind. The substances that are not soluble and mixed with solutes may be separated by sieving or filtration. The use of magnet to separate metal materials, as illustrated in Figure 7, is useful in mining iron as iron is attracted to a magnet. In many industries, this method of separating mixtures is economical and environmentally sound practice as this method removes metal contaminants from product stream. Separating mixtures are very helpful at home. Depending on the appearance of the materials and their uses, mixtures are separated. The chart below tells about the benefits of mixtures and the methods by which they are separated. Separating common mixtures in the community. Benefits: have a drinking water. Explanation: filtration and evaporation are the methods by which water treatment is done to separate some impurities and makes it potable for drinking. Another benefit is segregation of non-biodegradable to biodegradable wastes. Waste management enables the separation of biodegradable from non-biodegradable waste. Recyclable materials can be source of income from others. Another benefit is separating mixtures in mining gold, copper, and other materials. By filtration, miners can separate those materials from rocks. Another benefit is cleaning of oil spills. Oil and water can be separated given the knowledge of their properties. Another benefit is constructing houses and buildings. Sieving or separating rocks on sand can be separated, which is essential in building infrastructure and houses. And now, let us do learning task 1. Identify the method by which the given mixtures will be separated. Choose the letter of the correct answer inside the box. Write the letter on a separate sheet of paper. Choose the words inside the box: decantation, sieving, filtration, evaporation, use of magnet. Number 1. Water in cloth. What method by which the given mixtures will be separated? Very good! The answer is evaporation. Number 2. Needle and flour. What method by which the given mixture will be separated? Very good! The answer is use of magnet. Number 3. Salt solution. What method by which the given mixture will be separated? Very good! The answer is filtration. Number 4. Muddy water. What method by which the given mixture will be separated? Very good! Filtration. Number 5. Pebbles and water. What method by which the given mixtures will be separated? Very good! The answer is decantation. Number 6. Oil and water. What method by which the given mixture will be separated? Very good! The answer is decantation. Number 7. Boiled pasta. What method by which the given mixture will be separated? Very good! The answer is sieving. Number 8. Rice grains and rice chaffs. What method by which the given mixture will be separated? Very good! The answer is winnowing. Number 9. Pins and wooden clips. what method by which the given mixture will be separated? Very good. The answer is use of magnet. And number 10, water turning into steam. What method by which the given mixture will be separated? Very good. The answer is evaporation. Now, let's proceed to learning task 2. Read the statements below and complete the crossword puzzle. Let's answer first the crossword puzzles across. Number 1. It is a method used to separate particulates from a liquid by allowing the solids to settle at the bottom of the mixture. What is it? Very good. The answer is decantation. Number 3. A tool to separate iron filings and paper clips. What is it? Very good. It is magnet. Number 4. A method in which two or more components of different sizes are separated from a mixture on the basis of the difference in their sizes. What is it? Very good. It is sieving. Number 6. This is what you apply during the separation of mixtures using evaporation. What is it? Very good. It is heat. Next, let's answer crossword puzzle down. For number 2, it is a method that will cause the liquid in a mixture to evaporate, leaving the other component or substance behind. What is it? Very good. It is evaporation. And for number 5, a tool to separate the pebbles and water. What is it? Very good. It is filter. For learning task 3, with the assistance of your family members, read the procedures below. Perform what is being asked in each task. Your answer may vary for this activity. For example, materials needed are 1 cup of water, 1/2 cup of sand, cheesecloth, 2 container. The procedure is, first, mix the water and the sand. Then second, pass the mixture through a cheesecloth. For example, the observation is sand separated from water. And the technique in separating mixtures is sieving. Another, materials needed are wet rug, wooden table. Procedure: first, scrub the table using a wet cloth or rug. Second, observe what happened to the moist on table after 3 to 5 minutes. For example, the observation is the wood table became dry. And the technique in separating mixtures is evaporation. Another, materials needed are 3 tablespoons of rice grain, 4 tablespoons of flour, plate, container, sieve, or strainer. Procedure: first, mix 3 tablespoons of rice grains and 4 tablespoons of flour in a plate. Second, sieve or sieve the mixture. The observation is the rice grains were left in the strainer. The flour passed through the strainer. And the techniques in separating mixture is sieving. Another activity. Materials needed are 1 cup of sand, 3 cups of water, small container. First, mix 1 cup of sand to 3 cups of water in a container. Second, pour the water from the glass. For the observation is, the water poured out from the container and the sand were left in the container. This technique is decantation. Lastly, the materials needed are nails, coin, small rocks, magnet. First, mix the nail, coins, and small rocks. Second, use a magnet to separate the mixture. The observation is, the nails and coins were magnetized but not the small rocks. The technique used is use of magnet. Learning task 4. Draw activities observed in your community where techniques in separating mixtures like decantation, evaporation, filtration, sieving, and using magnet are observed. For letter A, the technique is decantation. Example of activities done at home or in the community is sand and water. Letter B, evaporation. Example, cooking of rice. Letter C, filtration. Example, filter brewed coffee. Another technique is letter D, sieving. Example, fine flour. And lastly, the technique is using magnet. Example, pins and needles. For learning task 5, identify the method of separating mixtures in given pictures below. Number 1. The technique in separating mixture is evaporation. Number 2. The technique in separating mixture is filtration. Number 3. The technique in separating mixtures is use of magnet. Number 4. The technique in separating mixture is decantation. And number 5. The technique in separating mixture is sieving. Learning task 6. Identify common separation techniques used to separate the components of the following mixtures. Number 1. Getting the liquid portion of iced coffee. What is the technique to separate the mixture? Very good. The technique is decantation. Number 2. Straining pancit canton in a colander. What is the technique to separate the mixture? Very good. The technique is sieving. Number 3. Separating pasta of cup noodles. What is the technique to separate the mixture? Very good. The technique is sieving. Number 4. Window screens allowing air in while keeping insects out. What is the technique to separate the mixture? Very good. The technique is sieving. Number 5. Making coffee using ground coffee beans. What is the technique to separate the mixture? Very good. The technique is filtration. Number 6. Drying clothes separating water from fabric. What is the technique to separate the mixture? Very good. The technique is evaporation. Number 7. Recovering the pure alcohol from alcoholic beverages. What is the technique to separate the mixture? Very good. The technique is filtration. Number 8. Separating minute metal shards on the floor. What is the technique to separate the mixture? Very good. The technique is use of magnet. Number 9. Separating grains from husk. What is the technique to separate the mixture? Very good. The technique is winnowing. And number 10. Separating crushed lemons in a lemonade. What is the technique to separate the mixture? Very good. The technique is decantation. Learning task 7. Write the letter in column B that corresponds to the statements in column A. Write your answer in your notebook. Number 1. It is used to separate particulates from a liquid by allowing the solids to settle to the bottom of the mixture. What method is this? Very good. The answer is letter A, decantation. Number 2. A method in which two or more components of different sizes are separated from a mixture on the basis of the difference in their sizes. What method is this? Very good. The answer is letter D, sieving. Number 3. It is done by passing a suspension through a filter paper retains the solid components of the mixture. What is this method? Very good. The answer is letter C, filtration. Number 4. It is applying heat to cause the liquid in a mixture to evaporate, leaving the other component or substance behind. What is this method? Very good. The answer is letter B, evaporation. Number 5. It is the separation that involves the use of tools to separate metal solids mixed together. What is this method? Very good. The answer is letter E, using a magnet. For learning task 8, first, recall some experiences from your home and or in your community which you have found to be significant in separating mixtures. And second, write a simple paragraph describing your reflection on it. I understand that. I realize that. Your answer may vary for this activity. And for learning task 9, choose the letter of the best answer. Write the chosen letter on a separate sheet of paper. Number 1. The insoluble substance from a liquid mixture was separated whereby a liquid passes through the holes in a filter paper. The solid particles are left behind. What method of separating mixture is used? A. Decantation. B. Evaporation. C. Filtration. D. Using of magnet. Very good. The answer is letter D, using magnet. Number 2. A method of separating excess liquid from food by heating. A. Decantation. B. Evaporation. C. Filtration. D. Using magnet. Very good. The answer is letter B, evaporation. Number 3. Which of the following mixture can be separated by decantation? A. Soy sauce and salt. B. Soy sauce and vinegar. C. Water and oil. D. Water and flour. What is the answer? Very good. The answer is letter C, water and oil. Number 4. To separate rocks into different size particles for road building and other construction projects, which technique is applicable? A. Condensation. B. Evaporation. C. Sieving. D. Using magnet. Very good. The answer is letter C, sieving. Number 5. Which of these is not a technique in separating a mixture? A. Decantation. B. Dissolving. C. Filtration. D. Filtration. What is the answer? Very good. The answer is letter B, dissolving. Number 6. Which of the following statement is correct about separating mixture through a filter? A. The liquid passes through sieve, but the solid particles are left behind. B. Insoluble substances from a liquid can be separated by using a filter. C. The liquid cannot pass in a filter. Or D. All of the above. What is the correct answer? Very good. The correct answer is letter B. Number 7. What is the process by which water is separated by heating? A. Decantation. B. Evaporation. C. Filtration. D. Sieving. Very good. The answer is letter B, evaporation. Number 8. What is the best technique in separating mixture of metals from other junk? A. Aided by magnets. B. Evaporation. C. Filtration. D. Sieving. What is the answer? Very good. The answer is letter A, aided by magnets. Remember, there are ways by which mixtures must be separated to make them available and help us in our daily activities. The techniques in separating mixtures are decantation, evaporation, filtering, sieving, and using magnet. So kids, do you understand our lesson for today? Wow! Good job! Kids, I hope you learn a lot from this lesson. Until our next topic, bye-bye kids! Thanks for watching!